is it, let's just ask ourselves, why is it that Sprite Zero, okay, first let's talk about a couple things before I just talk about this. Why is it the Sprite Zero, every time you try to open it, every Sprite Zero I've ever opened, it always does this. It always explodes. It doesn't matter. What the fuck? It doesn't matter. It always explodes. Why is that? Why is it? Secondly, I just got a call from Cowboy who was like, so he's like, listen, he was like, he takes care of his dad because his dad's sick. And he was like, listen, it's really cold out, which it is. It snowed. He was like, I thought he was going to cancel, right? Sprite chooses violence. They do. It's crazy. Sprite chooses violence. So like, I was like, okay. He's canceling. And he's like, hey, it's cold. Dad doesn't feel good. Why don't you come over here and I'll cook you dinner? What? Wait, what? You want to cook me dinner? He was like, I already put the steaks out. What? We're having steak? Okay, bet. Although he FaceTimed me and I look like this right now. And he was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. He was like, you don't look good. I was like, I said, I'm good. I said, I'm just dealing with some stuff. And he's like, you want to talk about it? I was like, you don't want to talk about this stuff. You just don't. It's internet stuff. It's internet stuff. It's internet stuff. All right. All right. Do 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 do. All right. So, like I said, I'm not going into the new year with all this shit, so we're just going to leave it right here. All right. We're going to leave it right here. I'm sitting here trying to think about how to even start this shit. All right. Why is what I want to know about Sprite Zero. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. Okay, I'm only doing this live one time. One time only. This is a one-time standing engagement. All right? So if you want to catch it on a rewatch, do that. Do whatever you got to do. I just want a drink of this fucking Sprite. Finally. All right. I'm trying to figure out if I want to tell it all or if I just want to tell the parts where I'm stupid about. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Do I need to tell it all? Because sometimes it's not necessary to tell it all, right? But if somebody wants to claim you as being stupid or whatever, then I think that you need to lead with that. All right. Let's put it out there so I can catch up. All right. So we know that I was talking about Reezy, right? The girl who unalived herself. And then people were like, oh no, AK's not going to talk about bullying because AK's a bully. So all the people that bullied me, thinking that I'm a bully, decided that they were going to talk about me again. All right. I made a video earlier today taking accountability for my actions and the things that I've done. I have yelled at people on this app. I've screamed at people. I've yelled at people. I've told people off. I most certainly have. All right. And people usually see the reactions. If reactions are loud, they see those reactions more than they see what actually happened in the beginning. Because maybe somebody was quiet and poked me, and then I reacted loudly. All right. And then that's what people saw was my reactions, which is fine. You know, I take responsibility for that. I shouldn't have been so ugly. All right. However, this last time, like I hadn't said anything since October. This last time, you know, somebody that was hateful towards me said some hateful things again and said that they were going to take my page. So, oh, fuck, that sucks. Sorry, I just saw something important pop up. So I basically was like, fuck this. And then they kept talking about where I work. And I was like, fuck this. And I still hadn't said anything. And then I was done. I was like, okay, fine. I found out that people called her job. And so I made a video about it. All right. I made a video to her job. But I didn't say her name. And there's been different people say different things to me. People said, well, you didn't say her name, so you really weren't holding her accountable. That looks like you're bullying because you did that. Okay, well, that's not how I was looking at it, so I didn't take it that way. All right. I did it because there was just nothing seemed to ever work. Right. I was getting bullied a lot, or people were being hateful to me, or people were harassing me or whatever. You don't even have to call it bullying if you don't want to. And I reacted. And so I retaliated. I retaliated. But it wasn't only me that retaliated. There were people behind the scenes that were talking to me that were also kind of hurt by Mary. And so we all were talking. There was 4 of us. And they showed me private Discord chats of Mary talking about me, saying how she was going to contact my husband, just saying everything. And it wasn't okay. And these people were saying this isn't okay. It's not okay that she's doing this to you. Let me see. Contact my husband, because what the actual message said was that they wanted to know why my husband left me, because my husband had to have left me because I was a bad person, basically, and I did stuff to him. No, my husband fell in love with somebody on the internet. That's why my husband left me. Like, it has nothing to do with me doing anything to my husband. My husband left me because he fell in love with someone else. All right? But yet, she wanted to call. So in a Discord call, there's no text messages on this because this happened in a Discord call. So in a Discord call, a number was made up, an Oklahoma number. And Meredith gave the number to Mary, and Mary called it asking if it was James. It wasn't James. And then after they asked her to speak up, she hung up. Okay, so she got a number thinking that it was my husband's, and she was going to talk to him, but I think she didn't think that the number was real in the beginning, so she just called it, and then I don't know if she thought it was real then, and then she hung up. I don't really still know what the point of all that was, other than in the Discord, she was acting big and bad that she wanted to get a hold of my husband to see why he left me, because I had to be the problem. I'm not here right now to dog Mary. I'm not here right now to dog Mary. I'm here to set the record straight on how things happened. Now, I'm going to play for you a voice clip, my voice clip from me, all right? This is what started the extortion, okay? This is where the extortion started. I'm going to play it for you, and then I'm going to tell you, well, it's playing by itself right now, and there's no sound. Hold on. So I'm going to, hey, good afternoon. So I'm going to play the message for you where the money thing started from. The very beginning. I'm going to play the message for you, okay? All right. Why won't this play? Oh.
All the times that she
Hold on.
didn't care when she took the pay.
Hold on. I got started over again. It had a little mute thing on it.
She thought she just called my husband, did she? She didn't care all the times that she threatened me. She didn't care when she took the page that I had. She didn't care that I literally had money still on that page that she never gave me. She doesn't care that my mental health, I had to completely shut down my mental fucking health, get offline where I've lost fucking over $2,500 and I haven't been able to pay my bills. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck. You know what, Mary? You give me 20 fucking whatever. Hold on.
Okay, so at the end of that, I was at work, okay? And at the end of that, I was saying, you know what, Mary? You give me 20, and what I was getting ready to say was, you give me 20 minutes and I'm going to get on live. I didn't have the chance to say that because I was at work. I was getting ready to leave work, and I had to stop that voice message. The next message after that, okay? This is where the whole money thing came in.
She didn't care when she thought she just called my husband, did she?
Why can't I ever
She
get...
didn't care all the
Stop.
times that she...
Stop. Now I need to try to find the next message. So the next message says this. Hey, Daddy, how are you? The next message says, yes, let's get money from her. She said she would do anything. Whatever she owes you from that account and whatever else we ask for that. I have never seen Mary scared before, ever, but she is now. Okay? That wasn't me. I didn't say anything about fucking money. That was somebody else who brought the money up. I then said, I had $80 on the account, but the amount of pain and suffering is priceless, unfortunately. Okay? The other person says, well, we could get the money and still leave up the video. We don't have to play fair with Mary. She sure doesn't. If I show you the next thing she said, it's going to piss you off, so I don't know if I should. I said, show me. I can't believe this is how she's spending Christmas. Okay? So this is where the whole money thing starts popping off. When I said Mary owes me $80, it's because she took that account back and I had TikTok shop stuff on there. I had $80 in the actual bank, the balance of my account. So Mary owed me that $80, okay? Because that I never got, all right? So that's the only money that I had ever initially said anything about, all right? Hello. So AK didn't start an extortionist ring on Mary Hable, okay? That's not how it started. In fact, they took what I said by 20. I guess they thought I was going to say money. I wasn't. I was going to say 20 minutes. So that's where that came from. That's the very beginning of anything that happened with money and any of our text exchanges. Any of text exchanges, all right? And it goes on, and I could really show them all, but I really don't feel like doing that. There's like hundreds of messages. Oh, who's Mandy? Hey, Mandy. And then for people to sit and say that I'm stupid or whatever, and that I did this and that I did that, yes, absolutely.
Listen, we all understand.
Oh, no. No, 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 ah! I don't know how I'm clicking. I didn't mean to click. I wasn't even looking for that. No, I don't think I can click back in. On about the money. Was I in the conversation? Yes, I was in the conversation. All right. I was in these conversations. I absolutely was, right? But I didn't start the extortion thing. I didn't even start the money conversation. That wasn't me. All right. But let's blame me for it. Just like everybody blames me for everything. All right. So then we're going to go to the part where, because I'm getting blamed for things when it wasn't me. Did I agree? Did I go along with it? I did go along with it. Okay. But it wasn't me. You know how people are like, AK's the one who said to do it. Well, AK was not the one who said to do it. Okay. Not in this instance. But I was in the conversation. I did say multiple times about money, stuff with money. I did. But not how you think that I did. I mean, they were even joking about how Mary now owes them money for being involved. Okay? So, what? I'm trying to find something. And all of this is because they're trying to expose me now because they were afraid that Mary was going to make a police report about extortion and they didn't want anything to do with it. But yet I wasn't the one who brought up the money situation. And you think that you've got to get on a live to sit there to talk to people who have continuously harassed me forever. But you think because you're trying to cover your own asses by throwing me under the bus when I wasn't the one driving the fucking bus. I wasn't the one driving the bus. But let's throw me under the bus. Like I said, I could show every one of these text messages if that's where we want to go with this. A lot of times they were talking about the money and I said, no baloney. Meaning no deal. No baloney. Now, like I had said before, if it was a real thing, I've needed money for a long time, right? If it was a real thing, I would have been like, yeah, give me $5. Like, $5 would help me pay something. Like, what the fuck ever. Like, it wasn't about money. It wasn't about money at all. It was about what was right. What was right. That's what it was about. I also said, as being a smartass, I said, I'm also penalizing her for every time she uses she, her. I said, I'm a fucking petty bitch. All right? This was all a joke about the fucking money. All right? Hold on. Okay, here it is. All right. I'm not going to name names. Everybody already knows it's the people who were in Vampy's live. One of them says, Meredith, go change my name to AK in your phone and my picture. And I said, bah, ha, 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 ha. Wasn't my idea. I was just bah, ha, ha about it. All right. And I said, God, we good. Because I thought at that time we're trolling a troll. All right. I thought they were trolling a troll. I was like, okay, I was at work. I hardly said anything in this whole text thread right here. They said I was about to suggest the whole thing. Hold on. The other person says, I would just like for you all to recognize that if I ever decide to go on the dark side, you're all fucked. The other person says, what's happening? And all I say is LMAO because I'm sitting here watching it happen, right? The other person says, how do I change the pic? And then they put up the other person's phone number, everything, changing their name to AK, and then there's no picture there, right? And then the other person says you have to go screenshot AK's little thing and then crop it and use it for mine. The other person says, what's going on? Because they're out of the loop. And the other person says, this person's going to text me as AK. And the other person says, why? And the other says, basically, I've just stolen AK's identity and apparently their husband's also. The other person is oblivious to what's going on. And then the other person says, Mary wants screenshots of AK saying it's so she's going to get what she asked for, kinda, but not really. Then the other person's like, oh, geez. And then the other person says, check my work. And so then they show a picture again of my name, my little AK with the little icon, my little text icon. All right. And then she says, you're going to have to text me a couple times so it'll bump up to actual messages so that their other text messages don't show it's messages acting like it's me. And then they sit there and go on and on about like what they're saying to each other and then what this person's sending to Mary. All right. Again, wasn't my idea to do that. Did I go along with it? Did I think it was funny? Absolutely, I did. So am I stupid now? I'm taking responsibility. You guys have access to all the text messages that I have access to. I'm not leaving anything out other than names. People can put names in wherever they want, if that's the case. So they thought it was funny to fuck with Mary, all right? And then when everything got real and Mary said she's going to go to the cops about extortion, then it was like, oh no, we're not doing this. And they throw AK under the bus when AK didn't start the money thing and AK didn't say to change text messages. All right. So what are we doing here? All right. And for the last 2 days, I've tried to reach out to these people to be like, hey, I heard you're going into Vampy's Live. Like, that's not something that you want to do. Like, can we talk about whatever's going on? No, they didn't want to talk about it. They wanted to try to get in front of it. And I think the reason why these people and other people do this shit to me is because I typically don't show screenshots. I typically don't try to throw people under the bus. Because I'm just like, why? Right? It's not because I'm trying not to implicate myself. Yeah, I did say, I don't know what's going on. You want to know why? Because people on the internet didn't really need to know what was going on. They didn't need to know. But you guys made it the internet's problem by going on Vampy's Live and everywhere else to try to say shit. But when you're not going to say shit accurately, that's where there's a problem. Don't come to me saying that you are my friends, all right, when it looks like this was a complete setup. That's what this looks like. And not just by me. There's multiple people sending me messages saying these 3 people set you up and set Mary up. So if that's what happened, if that's the truth, then good for you. You got one over on me yet again. Was I in that chat? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did I know stuff was going on? Absolutely. Was it all my fucking idea? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But do you know how many times people have chats with their friends and they think that things are just staying within their friend group? This is why my real friends told me I'm not allowed to have any more friends. This is why they literally said, AK, you're naive. You trust too many people. You're not allowed to have any more friends. And you know what I said? No. I've known these people for a long time. They're actually my friends. Friends don't go into enemy territory and talk about their friends. They just don't. So, you getting out in front of something but not showing everything isn't really you getting out in front of anything. So, the text messages were already sent to somebody who already sent them to Mary. So, everybody knows where everything's going now. So people can read it for themselves and see exactly what our conversation was. And unfortunately, you did that, not me. You literally went live talking out your ass to try to throw me under the bus because you thought Mary went to the law when Mary didn't go to the law. You threw a friend away because you thought Mary went to law enforcement over a fucking joke about money because you thought that was right and true. Be mad at me. I don't care. I'm not the one who got on lives, literally went into enemy territory, people that you actually said you hated in multiple conversation, multiple text messages. You say you hate these people and you went and sat with them. Do you see me sitting with people I hate? Do better. Do better. And out of respect is why I didn't say who said what and what said what. I didn't go and say this person said this, and use their fucking names. You went over there and said AK, 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 AK. Like I said, people don't like how I handle things. And I made a video before this even popped off today. Because what did I want to do today? I just wanted to go spend some time with my fucking boyfriend. I wanted to wake up this morning. I had messages from some of my friends this morning that didn't make me very happy. Okay? But I listened because they're right about some things. So like I listened, I took it all in. I seeked counsel this morning from one of my good friends. You know, I don't always handle things the best. And anyway, people are going to say this wasn't the best. All right? But this is what I feel is necessary when people misconstrue things and lie. When I literally said, I don't know what's going on, it's because I did know what was going on, but it wasn't the internet's business, guys. It wasn't the internet's business. Because I thought we were friends, talking together in a friend group. And you know what's funny? Meredith actually said that she would never share the screenshot. She would never say anything. She would never. But guess what she did? She did it. She did it. And it was because she got butt hurt. She got hurt by Board Girls Club. Okay? She got hurt by Mary. All right? Just because you're hurt doesn't mean that you have to take it out on other people and blame other people when you were complicit. You were complicit. People just need to stop fucking around on the internet. I will take responsibility every day for what I did. If you want to hear every fucking message that I put in here in that chat group, I will. I will read it off. If you guys think that it's fucking necessary. But you want to know it's not everybody's business, every single thing. But just know I did say stuff. Absolutely. Sarcastically, I said I want $11,111.11. Because we all know I have an addiction to 11, right? That was the most sarcastic thing I could have fucking said. But no, people who want to watch me bleed say, no, it's true. It's true. So I will say this now. I apologize for going too far with the job thing. All right? I'll apologize for that. I shouldn't have. Now the video's there. I've stood on that video, whatever. Should I have went live and called somebody's job and reported them? Not on live, I shouldn't have. Absolutely not. I shouldn't have done that. However, I was just so sick and tired of things happening to me constantly online. And there be no fucking repercussions for anybody's actions. I retaliated. I did. I retaliated. Absolutely, I did. I retaliated. I was fucking fed up. If that makes me a horrible person, so be it. You guys can pass judgment on me. You don't have to follow me. You can sit around and like me. People say I love the drama. Okay, you got me. I am a fucking drama fucking queen. I mean, that's what you want me to say. So I'm just going to embrace it. All right? It's not what I came on this app to ever do. But if that's the category I'm put in now, then I love the drama. All right? I love it. I fucking love it. What else can I say about myself? I think I said it all in my last video, where I literally was relaxed. I literally thought out everything I was going to say. I was very sincere. And then you have people who are just like, no, we're not going down for this. But the fact of the matter is AK didn't bring up the money. So who's actually responsible for that? We all are. Because we all sat in a group chat together and talked about it and laughed about it, made jokes about it. But initially, that wasn't me. That wasn't my idea. All right. But I was complicit because I was in that chat and I was actively saying things. What other accountability do you want me to take for my own actions? Because I stand by it. I thought that they were trolling a troll. I thought that the troll was getting exactly what the troll deserved, because after trolling people over and over and over, the troll was getting trolled by another troll. And it wasn't me. I was feeding the troll, but I wasn't the troll. All right? So, do we have any questions now so that I can get this over with? I don't want to go into 2026 with the bullshit. I don't. I said that for the last 2 weeks. I also want to say this. I will not be contacting Mary's job through email. All right? I'm not doing it. I'm stopping my own actions. All right? So we all know what's out there. We all know the things that she has done. All right. I think I have done enough. I literally made a video to her job and I contacted her job. I won't respond when her job contacts me back. I'm done. All right. So I'm not going any farther with this. I can choose to do that. Well, come up here. Ask your question. I think you were in my box yesterday. I think.
Yes, I was in your box, and you're gonna laugh at my question. Can we get back to true crime, please?
No, I want to. That's what I'm trying to do. Literally today, I was going to wake up. I was going to go have a date. And then tonight, I was literally going to talk about true crime.
That's just my question. Can we get back to true crime and all this other bullshit in the trash?
I swear it.
I like the French fries here.
Well, you're wrong. I don't
Why
know.
call the internet? Why call her job? This is the internet.
Because it happened on the internet. It keeps happening on the internet. So that's why I called her job, because she was going live. She was going live from work. So she brought her job into it. It wasn't because I went after her job to go after her job. She brought her job into it by going live at work. So that's why I did what I did.
Exactly. She wouldn't have called her job if she wasn't going live while at work.
I've never done any of that ever before. That was the first time, because I was like, well, nothing's working. So like, and you know what? I've been told multiple times today that me doing that wasn't the right thing to do. Okay, so it wasn't the right thing to do for you. I thought it was the right thing to do for me. We don't always see eye to eye. My brain doesn't always function like everybody else's. So like, I'm impulsive. So sometimes I do things that, I should have maybe not done or thought of it and maybe gone about it a different way. Okay. And I know that I am a work in progress always. Always.
Like, I mean, none of us are perfect. We all have issues. I mean, if you don't say you do stuff impulsively, then you're lying, because everybody fucking does it. I do stuff impulsively all the time.
But it's not always right when we do it.
No, it's not. It's not. And I'm not going to say that I agree or disagree with you calling a job. Part of me agrees and part of me doesn't.
Yeah, and
And
that's
that's
and
just
that's
that.
fine. And that's fine. It's just that I'm not going to keep playing these fucking games with people, and that's one thing, that's another reason why I did what I did, because I thought, well, I'm going to show that I'm not playing games anymore. I don't want involved in it. I just want it to end. So I thought this is the way I can get it to end. In my brain it made sense. In other people's brains it's like, "Oh, AK, no, it doesn't fucking make sense. Oh god, don't do it." Well, I don't have your brain, unfortunately. Like, I
Right?
wish I
Right?
did. I wish I did. I wish I did. But I don't.
Right?
So no, I take things off the app if needed to be, but like if everybody wants everything to be so in your face, because that's what they're doing to me constantly, in your face, in your face, in your face, online, in your face, not handling things behind the scenes, then
Right?
why do I have to be like, I mean, I understand that I should take the higher ground, the higher road. I get that. Like I should, right? And
Yeah.
I retaliated. I retaliated. I did.
But you're
Uh,
admitting the fact that you messed up. You
I
can't
fuck
go
up
back
all the
and
time. I fuck up all
you
the time.
right,
All the
and you
time.
can't go back and you want to know what? We're all going to have fucking haters. Shit, I have them. Everybody has them. You apologize if people in the comments can't take that and people on the other side that don't like you can't take that. Well, you want to know what? She owned up to it. We all fuck up. We're not perfect. There's no perfect person in this freaking world. So get over it. And that's what I
I
have to say.
Hey, could you go have all my daddies come over here and tell me to get back into true crime, because this is bullshit.
Dude, for real. That
Where's
was
all
my
my
question. Can we
where's all,
get back to true crime, please? Don't make me have Steph come over here.
Oh no, not Steph. Listen. Listen. You know what? There's a daddy. I get so much shit all the time for different fucking things. But like when I came back into the true crime this time, I I was doing it all right. I was doing it upright.
Yes, you were. Now let's get back to it. Someone said, so that makes who bullied Riz right? No,
No,
that's
absolutely
not what
not.
we're saying.
And I don't know why you're bringing her up. That's the whole reason why I started. That's why I'm in the spot I'm in today, because I was talking about Reezy, and then the people who don't like me were like, "Oh no, we're not going to let a bully talk about being bullied." Whatever. And
Oh
people
my
are saying
god.
I bully because I am very passionate and loud and nasty and ugly when I react. Okay? I am. Like I was. I'm doing a lot better because I'm medicated now. I wasn't medicated for like a year and a half. So like
Okay.
I react. I reacted. I have impulse control issues. And so, yeah, my reactions this past year, and I made a video about it just a little bit ago, has been ugly, loud, nasty, because after being poked and poked, I got nasty, loud, and back. And when I'm so loud, people see my reactions. They know that I'm going to react usually. So I'm really sorry that that's how my brain's been working. I'm trying to not be so reactive. Like for the last 2 months, I've been doing true crime. I've not been in the bullshit.
Right?
And then I got poked again. And I got poked because my job was said. Now, if my real life wouldn't have been poked, I would have just laughed, because I've been laughing about all this shit going on for now 2 months, because it's been going on without me. People have been saying my name, having lives about me, and I'm just like, I'm over here doing my
Whatever.
thing. I don't care. Like I literally just was letting it like roll off. But when they brought my job into it, I was like, I'm done. Like I was just done.
Ray, if you don't like it here, you can just leave.
You can't say it on one hand it's okay, on the other hand it's not. On what hand it's okay, and another hand it's not.
What
What do
what
you?
what part of anything did we say that was that?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're not asking critical questions. You didn't ask any question. You actually made statements.
Yeah, you're just kind of poking the bear here now.
You're just making statements. If you actually have questions that you want to ask and they're legitimate questions, why don't you come up in my box and ask an actual question? Or you're going to get blocked. My mod blocked you before you could come in my box.
Mod said, "Get her the fuck up out of here."
They're like, no way. Bye bye.
Bye bye. She wasn't asking he or she. My bad. Let me not misgender them. He or she was not even asking questions to begin with.
No, they were just making statements.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said you don't like it here. Leave. Yes, W mods. You don't like it here. Leave. There's an X right there at the top.
Exactly. Sometimes people don't like the response. It's true. Sometimes people don't like the response.
Well, I'm gonna hop back down, but if we can get back to true crime, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
You know what? I'm on my way.
Love ya.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Hey.
I see you read my comment. I go back and forth with you, I'll be honest. Sometimes I like you, and sometimes I really don't like you. I go back and forth.
That's fine.
But at first I was listening from the outside. I've been watching your videos, and sometimes we're pushed. And we're pushed. And we're human. And sometimes we react, and we don't mean to react the way we did. It was out of impulse. And that's it. Like they just don't like the reaction.
I've said some shitty things. I've said shitty things. I've yelled. I've screamed. I've out of passion too. Like I'm very a passionate person, and I'm very loud anyway. So then when I get louder, people are like, "Oh God, they're bullying," and I'm like, I get it. I understand exactly why people think that. All right, I do. It's reactive abuse. I don't. I did it. I did it. I've said things. I've yelled. I've screamed. I'm trying to be a better person every day. If you want to keep holding what I've done in the past on me, then do that. That's on you. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to live there, though, and I'm not going to dwell there.
That's good, though.
And before this last year,
growing.
before this last year, I was doing cyberbullying stuff on the internet. And nobody ever called me a bully then. It's just because I've reacted and I've become like nasty about it. It's what I'm labeled now.
It happens. I wouldn't let it, like, quote unquote, beat yourself up over it. Like, you said your piece, and I guess if they want to continue, let them continue. And like the one girl said, just move on to true crime.
Oh, I love true crime. Do you like true crime?
I do. That's kind of what drew me back to you a little bit, was the true crime stuff.
Well, that's where I belong to begin with. This last year's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, like I said, there's times where I really, really liked you, and then there's times I'm like, what the heck is she thinking?
Honey, my own friends are like that. They don't understand what I'm thinking. But to be fair, I don't understand what I'm thinking myself. So, like, I get it. Like, I understand. There was a time when I didn't understand, and there was a time when I got hurt. Like, what you just said to me about not liking me sometimes, before I got medicated on this new medication, I would have been crying right now. Because I would have been like, oh my gosh, I don't want to make you not like me. And then I would be like, why don't you like me? And all kinds of stuff. Now I realize that it doesn't matter why you don't like me or why you like me or whatever. It's, not everybody's for everybody. And I know that. There's people I don't like, So, I mean, I totally respect that. I do.
Yeah,
I respect that.
I can tell, like, you would have fixated on it. I know that when you were unmedicated. You remind me of my son. My son has Asperger's, and he fixates on stuff, and you remind me a lot of him, a lot.
I think I have some undiagnosed things too that hasn't been, but I'm working with a psychiatrist right now and they're trying to figure it out. I think there's something else, but I just don't know. I never had any issues until I had two anoxic brain injuries, and now I'm just not the same. So, But we're trying to figure it out. I have another brain scan coming up, so hopefully we can figure some things out. But literally, me medicated and me not medicated, I hope everybody sees the difference because um, I'm getting back to who I was, like probably about a year and a half ago when I was on meds.
I can definitely tell when my son's medicated and unmedicated, and then when he tries to self medicate with street things.
Yeah,
So, um, hopefully, when he gets out, he's incarcerated right now, and they don't particularly like to medicate there.
right,
So,
right.
hopefully, he'll stay on track. But I just want to say you're human, and I don't think they expected your response. Like you said, I don't think I've ever seen you show or talk about messages ever.
No, because I don't. Because I never want to like, okay, so in my friend groups that I hang out with, we don't do that. We don't show text messages. We just have fun conversations. And friends sometimes say things that they normally wouldn't say
Oh
in
yeah, oh yeah.
public.
Trust
In
me. Like,
public.
oh yeah.
But
If my friends showed my conversations, I would look like the most unhinged, crazy person there ever is.
I am the most sarcastic, crazy ass person in text messages for real. Like I say shit, I don't censor myself because it's not TikTok, it's you don't have to censor yourself typically. But when you think you trust certain people and then you find out no you can't, it really kind of sucks, especially in the day and age we live in because now everybody shows text messages, everybody records things,
There's the
whatever.
parasocial relationships.
And that's
There's
not like that's not how I was raised. I'm Gen X. I was raised in the 80s and 90s. Like literally, like we didn't have phones and all this bullshit going on, right? So like
mm-hmm.
I'm still baffled by a lot of it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. But
They're not the only one. Like, I'm raising grandchildren, and I have to deal with the whole social media stuff, online game, like the bullying. It's hard.
yeah,
Like, I mean, it was just now starting to come out when I was raising my kids. It wasn't this bad, but now, like, there's no escape for them.
yeah,
None.
yeah. And it's
So,
it's crazy when people are like also showing like blips of your conversation, but then not showing the full conversation for context, right? So
mhm.
you don't know. You don't like people don't know without seeing everything. You don't fucking know.
But sometimes, even in text messages, like, people get it wrong, like your response. It could be perceived as something you totally didn't mean it to be.
But yeah, I mean, I'm guilty for having conversations with my friends or who I thought is my friend,
Thought you
or
were
I don't
friends.
know.
Thought you were
I don't
friends.
know. I guess we're not friends because they're sitting with
That's not
people.
a friend when they feel like they're going down that they jump ship. That's not a friend.
I don't think so
There's no
either.
such thing as loyalty anymore at all. I'm glad I raised my children what loyalty was and to be loyal.
I mean, I have people who I'm loyal to the death.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Me
To the
too.
death. I have people I'm loyal to the death. And like it's sad when you think that you can mend friendships like that. I literally thought with these people I was mending a friendship that we didn't have because of somebody else. It was
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a misunderstanding. But now to find out that it feels like this was just a setup to like start more shit with me, which I don't need.
Right.
Like I don't need that. And I don't understand why. This isn't a game. I just don't get it. My life isn't a game.
I
Um
would just leave it be. You put out what you needed to put out. You said what you needed to
oh
say, and
yeah. I'm leaving it be.
yeah,
Like
just
I
leave it
thought I
be,
was
and
leaving it be a little
don't
bit ago
fester
with the
on it.
video, but then like I'm like they're in boxes with people who what?
I haven't even seen the live, so I was kind of listening on the outside of yours for a while because I was scrolling, and I'm doing a lottery crossword. So, and I was like,
Do I like
what?
those?
Oh gosh, me too, me too. They're like my savior. They kind of relax me a little bit. They help me kind of ground and get back to what I need to do. So, that's just my suggestion. You're human, and I wouldn't Don't
I
let it bug you,
appreciate
and
you.
don't let it set you back. Don't
No, I'm not
don't
letting
let
it
it set
set
you
me
back at
back.
all.
I had been really set back for the last 2 months, and I literally was just like, you know what? I'm going to stick up for my mental health, and that's what I thought I was doing, along with just getting back into true crime. I think when Reezy did that, it really fucked with my mental health too, because I was
Mhm.
upset. I was upset that people on the internet was driving her to do these things, and
I
I
agree.
didn't. I didn't think that a lot of people really understand that their words are hurting and killing people.
I think that though maybe with her, I hopefully, from my understanding, there might be arrests made, you know, and maybe it'll make people think, a little bit more
I hope so.
on doing things. That's why I said, I'm raising children in this day in this, and it's not fun.
I don't even know how parents do it. I don't have children, and I mean I have animals, and they're enough to take care of. But at least they don't get bullied.
Right, right. Well, unfortunately, my granddaughter's very smart. I kind of shielded her for a long time of her parents' addiction, and she's just too smart. She knew all along, even if I wasn't, really saying much, she knew. They're smart. So that would be my suggestion. Just you're human, and maybe they'll back off. Maybe not.
I doubt it.
I
Like
don't
I was
know.
talking today to one of my friends, and it's never going to end. It's never going to end. Like sometimes when people choose to do the things that they do, they can't back off. And I
Hmm.
need to be the one that just doesn't ever say anything again.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's the way it needs to be. As long as you have your piece in it and you're okay with it,
Yeah.
I would just, do it. But that's all I wanted to say
Thank
to
you.
you. And like I said, I'll admit, there's times, man, I was like, gosh, man, I, and I didn't watch it for a while. But then the true crime kind of drug me back in.
Yeah. Well,
The video you made of if you were somewhere and you came across body, would you take a picture of it? That I was like, oh,
what?
she's good. Your video of how'd you word it? If you were looking in the woods for somebody and you found a body, you drug me back in right there, right there.
It's because like there's a lot of people out there right now that they are unfortunately I call them rookies, and they just don't realize the things that you shouldn't do.
Mhm. I
And
think I put on there that's somebody's loved one, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's granddaughter, that's you know
yeah,
morals.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if our world will ever change. I think there's always going to be, I sit and wonder all the time, is this how it was always? Like even before like the internet? Is all this like schmurdering of people and like, I mean, I know it's happened, of course it's happened, but it seems like so in our face now. Like everything is in our face now.
I
And
think it's gotten worse with rug addictions. I think our rug addiction in our country has skyrocketed, even just in the last 10 years.
yeah,
I'm not trying to give people excuses and stuff, but I mean the schmeth definitely makes people do things they wouldn't do when they were on it. I know that.
yeah, true.
So I think it's more. I think our crime is way higher than what it used to be. Even me, I live in rural Montana. Like there was our first murder happened, and it was like the first time in like 10 or 15 years, and then now we've had at least two a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I think it's just the new age. I think it's getting worse, but it is in our face a lot more. News is way more in our face, a lot more. Politics, stuff like that. It's all in our face a lot more than what it used to be.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up and talking to
You're
me. I
welcome. It's good to
appreciate
see you
it.
smile now.
Thank you.
And
I mean, I've
if you're
got a
gonna do
date
some,
today.
if you're gonna do some, ooh, look at you. If you're gonna do some true crime tonight, I might pop in. I
I
usually don't talk much because I'm chasing a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old, but I have my earbud in my ear to keep me sane. And I'll have to listen to Coco Melon scream in one room and a YouTuber scream in the other room. So I usually don't talk much. So if I don't talk much, I'm listening. I'm not near my phone.
It's okay. There's a lot of people who are silent listeners, watchers.
Who are you going to do tonight? What are you going to do?
Well, so we were supposed to go out to my favorite taco place, and then he just, before I got on here, he sent me a FaceTime and he was like, listen, my dad's not doing so well, so why don't you come over here and I fix you dinner?
No, there you go.
Listen, I didn't even know he could cook, so like, hey, this will be also
I
the
ain't
first
really ready
time.
to cook me
I
food.
think I think I'm gonna meet his dad. I,
Ooh, scary.
I mean, I don't know
Scary.
how that's gonna happen. Like, I don't know. Yeah, let him cook, right? And he's like, said that he was gonna. So I've never had greens before, and he was like, so I put steaks out for us. He's like, Dad's gonna have pork chops, but I put steaks out for us, and he's like, and I'm gonna fix you some greens. And I'm like, because I was telling him the other day, I was like, I've never had greens before. I don't know, like what that tastes
They're
like.
really good. They're really good.
So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know. That's at 7, so I don't know if what time I'll be on or if I'll be on. I don't know.
All right. Well, if you are, I'll be here. I'll
Okay.
pop in. Okay.
All right.
I've heard that if you kick me, it boosts your algorithm more.
All
I don't know
right.
if it's true or not, but if you want to boot me, go ahead.
Why isn't it popping up?
I don't
Hey,
know.
one of my mods, can you boot him?
Just don't block me.
I'm not blocking you, but I don't know what's changed, but when I click on your box, it doesn't give me the disconnect
Let me
button.
see if it'll let me.
Oh, there we go. Um, Fox News Channel, we would like to schedule an interview with you. What in the world kind of troll page is that? I'm going to DM you. Listen, Fox News with 2 followers. Don't worry yourself with DMing me. Please don't do that. I'm not interested. No comment. No comment. I, I said yes to somebody that was going to come up here. Fox News. That's hilarious. Why would we need followers? Because you're the news. Okay, send me the DM. I'm watching. Send it.
Take one, Mark. What was? If I was Gypsy Rose, I would just go.
Send it. Oh God, all these people are. Please stop sending me alive. I don't care. I just want you. The same stuff. So funny. Who's that? Who's that?
Have you ever heard of Danielle Sislicki? No? That's the problem. I'm a distant relative of Danielle, and I've never seen her case talked about on TikTok ever. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. Danielle was 28 years old, and on December 2nd of 2016, she left her job at a MetLife office in Southfield, Michigan around 5 p.m. She told somebody that she was going home, and then she was meeting a friend for dinner, and she just never showed up. Next day, her Jeep was found in her apartment complex with her purse, her ID, her wallet, everything but Danielle. Searches began almost immediately. Police, FBI, volunteers, especially in and around Hines Park, but no body, no confirmed location, no answers. A man named Floyd Galloway Jr. became the primary suspect. He worked as a security guard in the same building as Danielle. Here's why that matters. Just before Danielle disappeared, he was convicted of kidnapping and assaulting a jogger in Hines Park. Police searched his home and took items including mattresses. And in 2019, the Michigan Attorney General charged him with first-degree premeditated murder, even though Danielle's body has never been found. Authorities said that Danielle's phone was detected near his home the night that she disappeared, and they also say that carpet samples from his bedroom had a very high probability match of being from her. But over the years, key evidence has been challenged and suppressed because of how it was obtained. The case has been delayed and delayed again. And as of right now, there's no conviction, no remains, no closure, nothing. Authorities believe that Danielle was the victim of a violent crime, and most of them believe that she's no longer alive. People ask why authorities believe Danielle is no longer alive, especially since her body hasn't been found, and this is why. There has been zero activity on her phone, her bank accounts, or her social media since the moment she disappeared. Her car was left behind with everything that she would have needed to start over, to start a new life. Her purse, her wallet, her ID. She made plans for that night. She was expected to show up somewhere, and she did not just disappear by choice. Investigators believe she encountered somebody that she knew or recognized who made her feel safe and safe enough to get close. Based on the evidence, law enforcement has said that they believe Danielle was a victim of a violent crime, not a voluntary disappearance. And after this, years with no trace of her, no communication, no financial activity, authorities believe she's no longer alive. Without her being found, her family is still very much stuck in limbo, and that's why I'm posting this. Danielle Stislicki is not just a headline, she's not just a case file, she's a real woman who disappeared, and somehow her story never made it here. Now it has. Say her name, share her story. Danielle Stislicki. Have you ever heard of Danielle Stislicki?
Well, whoever sent that to me, thank you. Oh, no.
Have you ever heard of Danielle Stislicki?
I gotta.
No?
Okay. TikTok's being so strange. Hey, how are you? Oh gosh, my eyes are killing me today.
Draw the cat.
I'm trying to. I don't know. Why are you sick? You shouldn't be sick. Everybody's sick right now, though. Everybody's sick right now. Danielle. It's 3:36. I don't have to get ready for a bit. I am, though, gonna get a shower in a little bit. I'm trying to think. Should I fix my hair? I'm gonna fix my hair. Not wear a hat. Fix my hair. I'm gonna wear a sweater. And then jeans. I wonder what I should smell like. Should I smell like? I don't know. I have some. Well, I'm actually running out of colognes. Like, I haven't bought myself a cologne in a really long time, but like, I have a lot of men's cologne. I only have like two female smell scents. Ooh, have a couple kids, got the whole fucking night. I want to hear that song for some reason. I love Taylor Swift. I can't, like, if you had asked me over a year ago, if I, not even within this last year, okay, before Tortures Poets, I would have said no. But now I love Taylor Swift and I don't know why. I'm not. I'm not forgetting about Janaya. Let me go back to my Janaya paperwork, actually. Like a couple kids got the whole thing like you. Okay. So when you first listened to this album, I hated it. I hated it. He didn't even pull hard into it. But coming out of tortured, that was hard. But now I love it. Now I'm listening to it more than I'm listening to tortured. Thank you. I just want you. Yeah. Have a couple kids, got the whole perfect life. That's a club. Do you want to reach out to Antonio Rogers? I don't know how, but I'm going to. I don't know if he has a TikTok or not. Antonio Rogers is Janaya McMichael's father. Hey, how are you doing? So let's see if I can find him. One, two, yeah. Go ahead and deactivate. Happy. Oh. Uh, he probably has a Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook. I'll be right back. I was searching so hard for the mama and the girlfriend. Um, I think that the mom. Did you find him on Facebook?
right, so that's why they talk the case. That right there is totally false. CPS, police department, FBI, all them, they will not prop something just because somebody does not take them to the hospital. That right there is totally discounted. I don't know where you got that from. Now on to this right here. Like I said last week, I did make a phone call to the Gary PD along with probably a whole bunch of other people, right? So when this girl right here said that right there, I told her that she was telling a fib. That right there was totally not true. It may be where somebody's doing something, but that right there is not true.
We're getting all the people out of here that don't need to be in here.
So much so that the Gary Police Department had to put this statement right here out. And they said that this is totally unfounded. Hey, yeah. Business behind my daughter. I do want to let the public know that these are not just allegations. I was literally called by CPS. My daughter had a break kit done on her, and they told me the reason why the fella wasn't arrested. And my daughter's mom had a major role to play in that, you know. So
excuse me.
These are not just hearsay things. These are actual events that's occurred. I was looking in abandoned house right across the street from where my daughter was living. When I came out of the residence, Kiera and Jasmine asked me was I looking for my daughter good enough. So it was like, how can y'all sit here and taunt me? You know, looking for my child, and this is supposed to be your child too. But
This guy doesn't look like the same guy that I saw the other day.
Across the street to help me, nothing. But you can shut outside the screen door. My look. Just gave me a guilty conscience. Like you know exactly what my. We're out here currently doing a search. What's up, everybody? All right, you guys. So as always, before we get started, make sure. Hello, everyone.
I'm looking through.
Speaking out to their parents and their parents reaching out to me, speaking on that matter. And August 11th, she's 13 years old. She's missed part of the school year. Will be coming to the. The first one was this. The first thing.
Have y'all heard of the Janiah McMichael Rogers case?
Even though 14-year-old Janiah McMichael has been missing for nearly 9 months, her family still holds out hope that she will be found alive.
Just say she was pregnant and had a baby? No. That was just another baby we was gonna accept. Yes, I was like, we not gonna have another baby. You gonna get an abortion? Just say she was pregnant and had a baby? No. That was just another baby we was gonna accept. Yes,
Never ending rabbit hole. Yeah. So like. Tiffany. My brain's putting together the. What I don't understand is, where are these people hiding on the internet?
What is your name?
That's the mom's voice.
What is your name?
It's Roshandy Antonisha.
Very would ask put out a silver alert for a 13-year-old girl who they believe is in serious danger. Janiah McMichael was last seen on August 11th in Gary, Indiana, wearing a black hoodie, black PJs, and black and red shoes. She's 4'3", 101 pounds. If you see her, please give Gary Police a call.
How you doing? My name is Antonio Rogers. I'm the biological father of Janiah Rogers. First of all, I just want to thank Casey, bodyguard, for helping me and assisting my family trying to find my daughter. I give you full permission to use whatever resources and to keep searching for my daughter. And thank you for your services. And if anybody has any type of information regarding Janiah, please let Casey know, my mom know, let me know. I'm just trying to find my daughter. I know.
What I don't understand is that if they went into her home and they said that there was foul play, but what are they waiting on?
All resources possible trying to find my daughter. I am the biological father of Janiah Rogers. And once again, I give you full permission.
Put out a silver
I'm looking for
Y'all know once I get my mind on something, I gotta keep digging, I gotta keep going, because we have to find our children, especially our little black and brown children. We gotta find them. Now, between yesterday and all day today, I've been getting contacted by a lot of former
and current schoolmates of Janiyah. Former and current. They had a lot of great things to say about Janiyah, but they also had a lot of things to say regarding how she felt, the things that she told them, a lot of things that were revealed, especially those that lived in her same community. This baby was failed by her parent, by her mother. She was failed by some of her family, not all, but some of her family. She was failed. She was failed by some parts of the system also. Because I found out that CPS had reports, over 20 reports, about what's going on in Janiyah's home.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, so first of all, CPS has been in and out of that house multiple times. Now, at first, I couldn't understand like why they didn't take the kids out, but I have just graduated school to be a social worker, and one of the things we had to learn was what it like what what you have to look for to remove a child from the house. So now I understand. That's number one. Even though I still feel like they still should have been removed from the house. Number two, as a mother, there's no way I'm not going to know, first of all, that my child left the house at midnight. At
Right.
midnight. And
Right.
then considering where they live, like you're right in the middle, like there's other houses, there's stores, it's not like it's in a secluded area. Like people could see. Somebody would have saw that child walking off. Like she's not going to just walk off and like just literally disappear. So, I mean, I firmly believe that mom, she had something to do with it. Like if you watch her in each of those interviews, you'll see her pushing out those tears. Like she's really pushing it. But the very last one that I saw, the grandma said that one of the sisters told her that the mom and Kiera put Janiyah in the water. So supposedly what they're doing is they're supposed to be waiting for, I guess, the Calumet River to unfreeze, and they're going to go into the river to look for her.
So when was this? Do you know? When did so how old is the sister that said that? Do we know?
So I know she's younger, so she might be like around my son's age, which is around 10, maybe 9 or 10, somewhere around there.
And did she say if she saw it herself or if that's what she heard or what?
The only thing the grandmother said was that's what the little girl said. At least that's what they're saying. Now, my thing is the FBI went in that house. So the FBI went in there and they were seen bringing stuff out. But it's like they went in there one day, they brought stuff out, and then that's it. Like they left. Nothing, they never said anything. They didn't say if they found any evidence.
Who
Nobody
said
was
that there was foul
arrested.
play though? Somebody said that they think that there was foul play. Was that law enforcement or
Law enforcement's not saying nothing. That's the thing. Law enforcement, it's like, AK, like, I'm not from here. Like, I'm not from Gary. Like, I live here, but I'm not from here.
yeah.
I have never seen nothing like this in my life. Like, this is just insane. Like, it's like they deal with what they want to deal with. Like, right now, there was one of the councilman's wife, I think. She was found shot in her driveway, and they ruled it foul play, but it still got put on her death certificate as undetermined. So now they're making a big deal about that's being covered up and this and that. And I mean, I don't understand none of this. I really don't. And it's like they don't want to touch any of it. They're just here just to be here, it
If
seems
she
like.
got if she got unalived in her driveway and she didn't do it herself,
Exactly.
then that's murder and that should have been
Exactly.
put on the actual autopsy.
Thank you. That's what everybody's saying.
what is going on with the corruption? I've seen it in multiple true crime. My true crime people are out here speaking, and they're all like, my gosh, this place is so corrupt, and this is going on, and that's going on, and listen to the corrupt. I mean, like, my dad was a cop. I know that there's corruption, right? But it seems like it's in everything. In everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I know when my friends all got unalived, there was corruption. Like, it's like there's, I don't get it.
Yeah. And then like when I was in school, I had to do this paper on I'm trying to think how to say this in a TikTok friendly way. I had to do a paper on substances in areas, and I found out that Gary got like I think it was like $250,000 um, to help with the substance problem in their area. All they did was get a Narcan vending machine. So I'm sitting here like, where's the rest of the money? I know that wasn't $250,000. Where's the rest of the money then?
Yeah.
Like, what did y'all do with it? Whose pocket did that go into? And where's the vending machine? Because I went to go look at the vending machine and it's not even there. So where's the vending machine at? Like, this is insane.
So was there ever any proof that she left that house?
No, that's my thing.
So
No,
nobody's ever seen her, like, when she left the house that night. No one ever saw her at a store or a gas station or.
nope. Nobody ever laid eyes on her. Matter of fact, the thing is, okay, so she went to school with my son. School was out the second week of June. Nobody physically laid eyes on her since the second week of June.
So I was watching something where a guy, which is Kiera Bates's father,
Mm-hmm.
was stating that he saw her at a birthday party at the end of June. I think it was June 29th, maybe. And that's the last time. He said, well, something about her family didn't have to see her, but I saw her at a birthday party on June 29th, a birthday party. So,
Yeah,
but if Kiera is in it with Jasmine,
yeah. How credible is it? Is my thing.
was there pictures of her at this said birthday party? Because you know, at birthday parties they take pictures of
Right.
just take random pictures, and people are caught in pictures sometimes when they don't even know it.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know. I don't understand why. I mean, I would love to know what they found in the house.
Yeah. 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 And what makes me so mad, this makes me mad at myself. Um, because you know how they had said that she was pregnant and supposedly by the aunt's boyfriend. Well, while in school, I was door dashing to make some money, and I just happened to DoorDash in that area, and I didn't realize up until a couple weeks ago that I DoorDashed to that house.
Oh,
And I was like, I'm looking at the map and I'm like, oh snap, like that's the house that I DoorDash to. And I specifically remember that because it seemed like everything that they had ordered was not in the store because it was at Dollar General, I remember, and they didn't have anything that they wanted. And I remember trying to, get in contact with the customer and they weren't answering. And I'm like, oh my God, like they're not. And I remember them ending up getting just two things. And if I'm not mistaken, they were, and I don't even want to say, never mind. I'm not even going to say this. I'll message this to you because I don't want to put this on the internet. So I'll message this part to you. I don't even want to put this out there. But yeah, I did deliver to that house, and it was just very odd. It was odd, very very odd. But there's no way you just disappear.
Mm-mm. No, and my thing is that it does seem like it was the day before school. So she knew that
Right?
she was going
Exactly.
to have to be held accountable for something. She was going to have to answer to where her daughter was.
Exactly.
And they didn't really think that through very well because that's pretty damning. Like
Hmm.
the day before she. So my question is, was she really pregnant, or was this a story that they fabricated, that somebody fabricated?
Yeah, that's another thing. And yeah, you know what, guys? And that's another thing. Because everybody and their mama around here has them ring cams and, all those cameras just because of how bad the area is. Because I got them all around my house. And so you would think, like, if anybody, when a minor motion detected, so anytime anybody passes, it picks people up. So you would think if she walked past, it's going to pick her up walking past. That's what makes me think she did not leave that house. She did not walk out of the house. And then when the cops did come, the mom is doing laundry. Why? Why are you doing laundry? Why do you have her bedding in the dryer? Why? That made no sense. The only time I do my kids' laundry like that when I'm doing their bedding is like when they leave and go stay with a family member. They're out of town. That's my my kids laugh and say that's my coping skill when they're away is I start washing all their laundry and doing like their bedding. Why are you washing her bedding?
Yeah. No, this is about Janiah McMichael out of Gary, Indiana. Um, I this is all really fishy, but if the FBI didn't find red stuff there, then they may have just I don't know what words I can use on TikTok.
Yeah,
They might have used manipulation around the neck
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that so that there would be no red stuff.
But you know what I was thinking, AK, because the grandmother said the littlest one, for some reason, is now acting like really nervous and really just weird around getting in the bathtub.
Mm,
And now the little girl's talking about, oh, the mommy took Janiyah to the water. See where I'm going with that one?
well, then maybe they didn't take her to the river at all.
Exactly.
Maybe they just,
Yep, yep,
maybe she went in to take a bath and,
yep, yep. That's what I was thinking.
hmm. And if that's the case, then there's not really going to be, and if it happened in June and the FBI didn't go in until after she was reported missing in August, if it happened in a bathtub, there's probably not going to be any evidence.
No. Mm-mm. So I
Well,
think at this point, it's just putting enough pressure on the mom to get her to just confess. Like at this point, just tell what you did. Like it's obvious. It's obvious. Like just, and as a mother, I can't, I would lay down my life for mine. I really would. I would give up my life for mine. I could never see doing something like that. I would lay down my life for my dog. I mean, I couldn't do
me
that.
too. Me too. I'm gonna look up this address of hers because I'm curious about what it looks like from the outside. Reason being is was it easy for them to get the body out of the house?
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Front and back.
and this is in Gary, Indiana.
But I would think the front, it would have more traffic because it's a main street.
Right? Come on. Ooh, can I look in the house? I always like to see if Zillow 1950. Where's it? So it looks like it's a 2-story house. 2 or 3-story. It looks like it's got an attic. Hold on, I gotta download it.
And the crazy thing is, what's so like, there's always something going on around here. Always, it's always this person missing, that person missing. You know, this person unalive, that person. I don't know why this one is bothering me so much. Like it, it is just really irritating my soul.
I literally pulled up Google Maps, right? I had put the address in, then it said I had to download the app. I download the app and I'm like zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. I'm zooming into my own home. Okay, I'm like, wow, this looks familiar. Like, this looks real familiar. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my word. I'm like, oh gosh, that what?
Their house looks just like mine.
I mean, I live in a townhouse complex. I just don't even, that's hilarious. I was like, what? This is weird. Okay, here we go again. All right. Okay. Oh, this house looks abandoned. Wait.
It should be right across from an abandoned. It
Oh, the
should be a
abandoned. So it's
row.
apartments. It's a row house.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I see now. Okay, so there would be no way that they could go out the front. I mean, you could. The street's not very far from the front.
Mm-mm.
Like, I mean, you could walk down the walk, but
It's a pretty good little walk though, because like I said, I've delivered there, and I was kind of mad because I had so many bags. So
all right, I want to see the back. How can I get to the back? All right, so across the street, that's the abandoned house that Antonio said that he went and looked in, which is really spooky. It's like,
yeah, yeah.
and there's another one right beside it.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere around here. For every one good house, you have like six. And then the crazy thing is, right down the street on the corner is a church, which does have a camera, and I think they checked that camera and didn't find anything.
I see the church. Okay. I don't. All right, so it's a 2-story. Man, I need to get to the back. How can I get to the back? Move me out. Unzoom me. There we go. Now I'm in the back. Okay. Okay, so in the back is a parking lot. And the back is more private.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the only people across the street is no people in the front because it's abandoned homes, you have fences in the back of other homes. So those homes wouldn't have seen anything.
Nope.
The only people that could have seen anything would be the homes right there in that row house. Wow.
And then it makes you question, like, did they hear commotion? Like, you didn't hear anything? You didn't.
And then if she would have left in the middle of the night, where the hell is she going? Like, I'm like this street. Like,
Exactly.
where the hell is she going? Like, where's she walking to if she is?
It's pitch black. Like, it's so dark you can't see because there's no street lights.
And that street ends into like there's a railroad track and then the woods. There's woods right here.
They've searched the woods supposedly.
Did they?
They took cadaver dogs, they took drones. Um, I know they did a grid search.
What about this pond right here?
I think they're gonna search the pond as soon as it unfreezes.
Do you know what pond I'm talking about? That's at the end of Virginia Street, going into the
Yeah,
woods.
yeah, just that random little.
It looks like there's kind of a couple of them. Like,
Yeah,
and that's right beside Highway 94. There's so much right there, though. There's a lot of woods. There's also another looks like lake, pond, or over near Martin Luther King Drive, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump.
yeah. Now I know that private investigator, he just bought, I think, like a boat and some other stuff, some diving equipment, so that he can personally go search the water himself.
So you're saying that they did search. Okay, so at the end of Virginia Street, well, going over 11th by the railroad track. There's woods right there. It's like,
Hmm.
is this what they searched right here?
Yes, yeah,
Because that's not very far from her house.
yeah. They did search that.
What's this? Some sugar company? I don't know. I mean, but all they would have had to have done was get her in the car. And it's hard telling where they could have taken her. Wait, what's this? AK, that's Lake Michigan. Oh, heavens. I hope that she's not in Lake Michigan because that's huge. I saw the edge of a water and I was like, what's this? And then I made the map bigger and I'm like, it's the Great Lake. The Great Lake. Yeah.
And I'm not a betting person, but I'm willing to bet she's going to be closer than everybody thinks once it comes down to it.
I mean, I think it's great that he searched some abandoned places because I mean, if there's a lot of abandoned places, you know. But how do I get back to the street view? I don't know. So the private investigator, who is that? What's his name?
Mr. Kevin Collins. So, trying to remember, I think it was the mom called him in the
The mom?
beginning. I believe, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Maybe the grandma. Someone called him in the very beginning. And he started he started out but then when he started asking too many questions, it was like mom wanted him to back off, like, okay, we're done with you. We don't want you on this no more. And he's like, no, I'm on this now. I'm going to see it through until we find her. So he started, asking a lot of questions, and he wasn't feeling right about the mom because a lot of the dots just weren't adding up. And that's when he was just saying, like, I don't feel good about this with you. So he's just kind of doing it, winging it on his own now because he just wants her to be found at this point. He officially doesn't work for anybody. He's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart so that she can be found.
It looks like, from what I can see, that row of apartments, it looks like one of them does have like a ring doorbell or something, and it's the 1955 address,
Mm,
which is the next apartment over.
I would hope that common sense would have told them to check that. But, oh God, oh Jesus, because like with mine, I know mine only goes so far. So if this happened way back in June and she was just reporting it in August,
A lot of camera footage would already be like, see, and if she was walking, there's a store, Sam's
yeah,
Market.
yeah, there's Sam's and then there's a liquor store there. There's a gas station, but then too, there's projects over there. That's one thing that worries me. So let's hypothetically say she really did walk out. There's projects over there that are so bad, so bad, so bad. I don't go to that area. There, it's that bad. She could easily just get snatched up and
I
something
would
happen.
I would really, really like to see this area searched right here. This is the end of the street past Sam's Market, like the one with there's like, looks like there's two ponds and like maybe a large pond or a small lake. And it's all woods all the way around it. And there's the highway right there.
Yeah, and there's a bridge that goes over it.
Yeah.
Now, my question, because I've never heard anybody mention it, does any of them have a car? I've never heard nobody mention if they have a car. Not a lot of people out here have vehicles.
I don't know how often they update Google Maps or whatever. That's what I'm looking on right now. But there are two white cars right behind their residence. So in the parking lot, usually people park behind where they live or in front of where they live. And it looks like there's an apartment on the end and two cars behind that. There's an apartment beside that, two cars behind that. Then there's two empty spots, and then there's two white cars. Now the two empty spots would be for her neighbors, not for them. And then there's two white cars, and then there's a black car, an empty space, another white car, an empty space. So it looks like there's two white cars for that residence.
Take a screenshot of that, and I have to go out later. I'm going to take a picture and we'll compare it.
You're going to go behind there and see?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like, I don't know if these parking spots are labeled, but it literally looks like there's two parking spots per each apartment.
Because, well, I can't even say that because I was going to say, because she did DoorDash that day, because I do remember delivering that DoorDash. But I do DoorDash to people who do have vehicles a lot.
Yeah. Well, I would say that they didn't take her out the front of the house. If they tried to remove her from the house, I believe it was probably through the back to the cars. And I honestly think that they should go and look at the end of Virginia Street, where all that water in that woods is, right at the dead end. I mean, all the way through there is just, because, honestly, a lot of people, from what I've heard, when they try to dispose of something, they dispose of where they know. You
Yeah,
don't typically just drive around and then, you dispose of where you know. And if they
insane.
already searched going the other way on Virginia and they already searched that area, I would say that that would be a pretty good place to start. Because this whole area, because look at this. This whole area right here is nothing but woods and water. There's a couple little businesses, but like, she's probably not too far from home. She's probably right there somewhere.
That is so sad.
Because if you go north, south, west, if you go east, you're going to run right into Lake Michigan. Because that's what I just did. And you're not going to go over that way because that's where all those industrial parks are. There's a lot of
Yeah.
cameras and stuff over there. You're not going to go over there and fuck around in the industrial parks.
No, plus they got it blocked off. You
Do they?
can't get in there. Yeah. You can't get in without badges and stuff.
So going that direction, I don't think is what happened. So what river did you say?
Little Calumet River.
Where's that at?
Should be right there next to MLK. MLK Boulevard. Malcolm X Boulevard.
What? I almost almost said, do I've got brain damage? I do. Okay. So MLK Drive?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, so I see where that's at. Is it towards the 94?
Oh, I think so. Let me see your map.
I just can't see a river. So this is
I think, what is it? MLK and okay, look by MLK and 21st Avenue.
okay, MLK. There's 45th, 21st,
21st Avenue.
93rd,
Or 20, yeah, 21st.
101st. I'm going the wrong direction. Hold on. 21st. There we are. 21st. Okay, I see where 21st is.
It should be close, and it should be like to the left-hand side of that.
A river?
It could be a different type of body of water.
I don't see a fucking river. I'm like, I know what a river looks like. I'm like, wait, here's another. Is that where I was a minute ago? Yeah, that's where I was a minute ago. I'm telling you what, like all of that by 94, all of this green area needs to be that it needs to be people need to go there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of green area. It ends like Virginia Street ends right into all that green. I don't see a river. Maybe he's talking about there it is.
Oh, you see it?
I see it now. It's not. It goes catty corner. Wait a second. So this river. Oh, it's not really that long of a river either.
Mm-mm.
Really? Hold on a second. I'm following this river all the way up.
For
So
some reason, that seems to be the spot for people to put people that they have done things to. I don't know why.
I'm traveling upwards to see where this river. Okay. Okay, I see it. So the river is really wide and then it gets really narrow down by where you were talking about. That's why I couldn't see it. It was really really narrow. But wait, where am I at now? That river isn't very far away.
Nope.
And look at this portion of the river. So I went up to see where the river goes. I went until I got out of Gary and then I came back down. Um the river splits off and goes into like a well, it's still the river, but it goes off into this spot to where it looks like a really long like lake area. And then the river continues down where it gets narrower. But look at this part right here. So the river branches off and it goes right here, this spot right here. And then the river continues down this way, right? But it kind of like branches off right here. And it's
Yeah,
surrounded
I
by all of
noticed
this
that.
green.
I noticed that. I did. I noticed that. And then also there's like these like big old concrete tube thingies. I don't even know what they are, what you would call them. I don't know if they feed water into the river or out of or keep it from overflowing. I don't know what they do, but I saw those too and I'm like, what in the world?
So that river, I understand now why he wants to go into the river. But that because that river goes right down through all that green space that I was talking about. It
Yeah.
goes right down through it all. I don't know. I wish right now, seriously, I wish that I could go because I would go. I can't leave the state yet. Next
Soon, my
month,
friend,
next
soon.
month, next month, I'll be able to travel around and be like, oh, so I see that green space. Okay, I'll go to that green space. Um, I know wintertime is so hard because it's so cold and it's dangerous.
Everything's just frozen. The water's frozen and
I'm okay. How are you?
it's
Yeah.
just a sad, sad situation.
I mean, I really would like to know too if they had a car because that makes a difference. Because
Yeah, it does.
you're not gonna call an Uber to take a body out of your house,
Exactly.
and that means if they don't have a vehicle, then they would have had to contact somebody, which that implicates another person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And who do they call when they need something? Kiera's family.
Exactly. Which would be who? That stepdaddy who said she was at the birthday party.
Mm-hmm. This is all alleged.
Yeah. Alleged.
This is alleged. This is us just talking. Mm.
Yepers. None of it makes any sense. None of it. And that's what everybody is saying. It doesn't make sense to anybody, nobody. But at the same time, the mayor's not speaking on it. The police chief is not speaking on it.
Who's the mayor?
What is that fool's name? I don't even remember his name. It shows how much I pay attention.
Hey, Abby, how are you doing? I mean, I say we like I've got a mouse in my pocket, but I I can always put a video out putting pressure. Like, hey, we're not
I
going to talk
mean,
about it.
Mr. Collins did that. Like he made videos calling them out, like literally by name, tagging them and putting it on Facebook. Like, hey, what are you doing? You know, this child is missing and you're not doing nothing. Like, what are you doing? Are you gonna say anything? Are you gonna speak on it? Are you gonna do anything? Are you gonna hold? They didn't hold a press conference. Nothing.
Has there never been a presser?
Never.
Huh. Okay.
Never. But now here we go. And I'm not saying this, okay, now let me put this out there because I know it's gonna be some people that are gonna try to come for me for this. Go ahead if you want to, because I am biracial, okay? Now, there is a girl, Emma Baum. Emma Baum went missing. Emma Baum was 9 months pregnant when she went missing. Emma Baum is Caucasian. There was a press conference. Emma Baum went missing from the same street that Janiyah went missing from. There was a press conference. Police chief was there. The mayor was there. Emma's family was there. Everybody was over there. So
You
what are we
know,
doing?
like I was talking about this yesterday. I'm dating a black guy, and like we were hanging out in a parking lot the other day, and he was so paranoid. And I was like, "Why are you so paranoid? Like we're just sitting here talking in the parking lot, like whatever." And he was like, he just looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, we're not the same. Like I don't fear law enforcement like he does." And it's and
Mm-hmm.
it's and it's and it's something that's totally different. And it like I hate that I'm so pasty because like it is a problem. Like
Yeah,
it is a problem. And it is a problem. And people who want to ignore it and act like it's not a problem, it is a fucking problem.
it is. And it's a bigger problem than what people think because, so, like I said, I went to school to be a substance abuse counselor. I learned in school that when it comes down to ethnicity, a Caucasian female is more likely to be put into a rehabilitation center than a Hispanic or African American female. They'll just get thrown back out on the streets to do the same cycle over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
The Caucasian will go to a rehab.
I had a
Now,
I had an instance that happened a couple weeks ago where I work. Somebody with a boy and his friends, probably he was probably about 16, 17 years old. And I watched them and I knew they were thieving. I knew they were stealing. And so the first two guys left the store, but I walked over to in front of the door and I said, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" And he said, "Nothing." And I said, "Come on." I said, "You can tell me." He said, "I'm stealing, ma'am." And I said, "I know." I said, "I'm not going to chase you." I said, "I'm not going to call the cops on you." I said, "But what I want to tell you is this." I said, "I have 11 felonies." I said, "And I literally stood before a judge and he didn't send me to prison for 15 years. He gave me a lenient sentence, basically told me I had to do some therapy and go to probation for a year." I said, "But I'm telling you this, you do not have the same luxuries that I do." I said,
mm-hmm.
and I know for a fact that they would come and put you in jail and you as a 16, 17-year old would be put with probably adults, and it's not the same. It's not the same for me and you. And I know that. And I said, also, I said, "Do you like how," I said, "Do you have a relationship with your parents?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, do you like how you can go to them and you can get hugs from them and hang out with them and have fun with them and all that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You go to jail, you don't have that anymore. You don't
Nope.
have the luxury of even hugging your mom." I said, "That's not how they do it here in Columbus anymore. You can maybe sit through a window, but you're
Not
not going to hug
anywhere.
your mama. You're not going to hug her." I said, "Listen, like I said, please just change your life." So he left. He left I let him leave. He turned around, he sat the stuff down first, though, pulled him out of his pockets, and he left. I didn't know that there was other people in the store, but there was a black woman in there. And she came up to me and she said, and she scared me because I didn't know anybody else was in the store. She said, I hope that if my child was in the same situation and did that, that there was somebody like you to talk to them. And I said, I don't want anybody to make the mistakes that I've made. Like, ever. I don't. I don't want that for fucking anyone. But I am not dumb. I know that me being white, I am fucking privileged. And it's not the same. It should be all fucking the same, but it's just not. So, like, I get that. And then I was sitting in the car with my man, and he's saying, and I'm just like, we don't think about that kind of thing. White people don't sit and think about those kind of things because we don't go through the same shit.
But
So,
you know what the craziest thing is though? And this is, it's insanely wild to me. Like, okay, you expect it to come from, like, you know, a white cop. Yeah, okay, here comes a white cop, I'm gonna get harassed. You don't expect for a black cop to walk up to a black man and harass him. Come to Gary, that's what you're gonna get.
that's a
And
thing.
yes, 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 I have watched it with my own two eyes. Like, but you don't want to sit here and work on what's wrong. You don't want to sit here and right the wrongs. And you know what it all comes down to? The root cause of all the problems that's going on in Gary, Indiana, is the substance abuse.
Yeah.
That is the root cause.
Yeah.
That is the root cause. And the thing is, when I found out that they got all that grant money to change it, and they didn't do it. That explained everything to me. That explained it all.
Do you know if the mom and the girlfriend has any kind of substance abuse issues?
Substance, I don't know. I would assume, I don't want to assume nothing. I think there may be some mental things going on. And I've noticed around here that the mental and the substance go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, Melody, I've heard about Bloomington. Oh boy. Boy, oh
So,
boy. And I think that's why the Child Protective Services was in and out all the time.
I mean, you see by those text messages that were put out there, which how did anybody get those text messages?
I have no clue. That was insane to me. That was
That's what
insane.
I don't understand how those text messages got out because I mean, people have fabricated text messages before. I just per those text messages, if those text messages are actually real and those are Jasmine's text messages, you can tell that she was struggling. She was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell
Yeah.
that.
And that's another thing. Around here, the mental health care, it sucks. It it's non-existent. I'm gonna put it like that. It is non-existent. So here we go once again with me, you know, in schoolwork. I had to research and look up, you know, some rehabilitation centers and some healthcare centers here. I come up and I have like 20 facilities. So I had to call each facility and act like I was had a child that I was putting into the facility, and I had to ask these questions. Out of all 20, I called them. Out of all 20 of them places, only one of them was actually open. One. One was actually open.
This is so crazy. It really is. Like, you know, it makes me wonder, did she snap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did she just snap and I would really like to, and we're not going to know until she's found if she was pregnant. I mean, we're not going to know. That could have just been a made up story
Yeah,
to be like, oh, yeah, that's why we got in an argument because
that's right, because it did come out of her mouth.
I wonder if these two are they still together? The mom and her girlfriend?
To my knowledge, I haven't heard that they're not.
Oh.
I'm just wondering, and I don't know why this bothers me either, but when she did that very first interview, I'm wondering why she did it where she did it. Because where she did it was way down in Maryville. Because she was in that shopping center where I go all the time.
Where she did what?
Her interview, the very first interview, where she was fake crying. Janaya, if you see this, just come home. Why are you doing it way down there when you live down here? I don't know why. I don't know why, but that didn't sit well with me either.
Eddie Melton.
Oh yeah. No,
That's the
Milton, right?
mayor, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, because his main concern right now is getting the Chicago Bears to get their stadium here in Gary.
Oh, that's his major concern?
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. Chicago Bear Stadium?
yeah.
He wants it down there in Gary?
Yeah, because the Chicago Bears are talking about bringing their stadium here to Indiana instead of in Illinois. So everybody's in competition, and his main thing is we have the Gary Airport, so everybody can fly into the Gary Airport and just be right here. They don't have to go far.
So he just
Forget
wants
we got
he wants the money.
forget we got all these missing children and people and all this substance abuse running around and all these unhinged people and all that. But let's get the Chicago Bears here.
That's a priority. Gary, Indiana police chief.
I know. I think it's Cannon, something Cannon.
Derek Cannon.
Derek Cannon. There you go.
Derek Cannon. All right. Now let's look up and see how many people are missing from Gary.
Huh. So there's this one lady and her nephew that are still missing from when I was pregnant with my son. And my son is 10 now. And they're still missing. And the nephew was 2 when they went missing. They're not them two. They just walked off and vanished too. I remember that one because I was pregnant and I just cried and cried and cried about it. And I couldn't stop crying. I think it was the hormones.
They have like a couple people missing put up here when I put it in. It says Maria Rapita, Emma Baum, Keona Turner, and Shannon Winters.
Never heard of those. Well, Emma Baum, yeah.
List of missing persons from 2024. There she is. So they're saying 4 juveniles in 2024. Kaylee Cox, Janiyah McMichael, Maria Rapita, Jaden Rapita. Wait, 2 Rapitas?
Jaden and Maria.
Wait, why are there 2 people with the same last name? Okay, sorry, now I've got to look into that because that's weird. All right,
Wait,
so
Jaden and Maria.
Maria and Jaden
I don't even remember hearing about that.
Rapita, and they were missing on May 28th, 2024. They're juveniles, so I don't know the names of them yet. It doesn't have. It says missing/runaway juveniles. Missing adults: Emma Baum, Keona Turner, and Shannon Winters. Listen, though, that's like what? I don't know if Jaden is a female or a male, but it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 females and possibly a male missing in 2024 out of Gary. That's a lot of missing.
Yeah, just for one little city.
1991, 82, 99. Oh, so Maria Rapita was born in July of 2009, and Jaden was born in March of 2024. So maybe this is possible, like a family abduction or something. I don't know.
My daughter's 18 and she was 2007. So maybe that was her baby and she had the baby and ran away or something.
Could be. Maybe they're not siblings. Maybe it is a mother and a child. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But this is just 2024. I haven't even looked at 2025. Have they? So who was the one that you said was the Caucasian girl?
That was Emma Baum.
Emma Baum. Has she ever been found?
Nope. Neither has the baby she was pregnant with.
Oh, she was the one that was pregnant.
So I think last year the Family Dollar, not too far from me, like 5 minutes away from my house, just spontaneously caught on fire, like roaring flames. Allegedly, they're saying maybe, coulda, woulda, maybe.
Hmm. Oh, wait, that's for the whole state of Indiana. Nope. Keona Turner. I don't know. I mean, you would think that they would have a press conference.
Yeah, no, that's too much.
So it says when I looked up Gary, Indiana Missing Women 2025, it brings up Emma Baum and Janiah McMichael. Just the two of them. Just the two of them. For Emma, it says missing since October 24. She was pregnant and disappeared from her boyfriend's home. Her family's actively searching, suspecting foul play. Police are investigating. Then it says Janiah McMichael, a teen missing from Gary. Her case involves the FBI with concerns she may be a victim of trafficking, and authorities are seeking public help.
What? Get the man. I
I mean, in order to be trafficked, you would have had to left the house.
Exactly.
And the way,
Exactly. I think Gary, Indiana dropped the ball somewhere, and yeah, yeah. Because what it is Mr. Collins called the FBI. He's the one that called the FBI in because Gary, Indiana wasn't doing anything. So they're trying to cover their bums. So yeah, they're going to call it trafficking to cover their bums. If it was trafficking, then I'm the Queen of England.
what I don't understand is why are they not, okay, just like you brought up, why are they not treating it with the same energy?
Mm-hmm.
Emma Baum, a pregnant lady, Caucasian. Janiah McMichael, supposedly pregnant, black. Emma gets oppressor, but now they're just wanting to say Janiah might have been trafficked.
Yeah.
Where's the
No.
where's the thought? Why? Why do you think that?
Exactly.
I don't know. I would really like to know what they found at the house because I mean, if they haven't even pressed charges or anything against the mom, the grandma about the water. Where did she say that at? Is there a video or
Yes. Yes. It is. Where was I watching that? Oh my goodness. Child, I be everywhere. Believe it was on YouTube. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say that.
you're fine.
Uh, yes, I think that's where it was. What I'll do is I'll DM you links um to all of the videos that I watch.
Okay.
That way, if you want to watch them, you can. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's where it was. It was on there.
Yeah, because I mean, I would like to see. Does the grandma like? Did she put her name out there?
I think so. I think so. I don't think I really paid attention to it though.
I've got like.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Collins did say it a few times. I just did not pay attention.
Is Mr. Collins? Does he have a YouTube or a
Yeah,
TikTok or?
Kevin Collins. Kevin Collins, KC, the bodyguard.
Oh, Casey the Bodyguard's Kevin
Yeah,
Collins. Okay,
yeah.
I just ran into him on TikTok. Okay, all right. Casey the Bodyguard. All right, I'm gonna go watch some of his stuff.
And then there is. I watched all his stuff, and then yeah, I'll just send you the links.
Okay. We have a lot of missing people too. Down from where I'm from in Ohio, there's a place called Chillicothe, and there's so many missing women from there.
I have a friend that lives there.
What's your question? You have a friend that lives there?
Uh huh. And my stepdad actually lives in Mansfield.
Ooh, Mansfield. I know where that's at. Oh, I was just looking for something, and now I can't remember what I was looking for. Listen, have you guys seen these kids? They're so cute! And plus, they love Taylor Swift. If you don't follow them, you should. It's One Day Kids Africa. I follow them because I think they're fucking great. They make me smile.
Maybe they rude. Don't even know how to
They make them smile.
explain it, but
All right.
This is the lady that was pregnant and found.
Is this the lady that was pregnant and found? No. You're thinking of Rebecca Park. I'm talking about Janiyah McMichael from Gary, Indiana. Repost. I've reposted. I've actually put them on my story
it's like
too.
heaven. This dog's out.
Here, I'll put them on my story. I love putting them on my story. I've been doing that all week. Every time I see a Taylor Swift dance they do, I'm like, ah! I'm a dork. I'm a nerd. Can't help it. All right.
All right. Well, it was nice throwing ideas back and forth with you. I will send you all those links.
Okay, yeah, send that to me because I'm going to make a video to Mr. Eddie Melton.
Yeah. And then if I come across anything new, if I hear anything, I'll definitely keep you in the loop, let you know.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll go feed my little fur baby because he's hungrier than the real babies.
Right. Mine's sitting here by my feet like, Mom, I want some chicken. So
I can hear mine pacing upstairs. I'm down in the basement. He's upstairs. I can hear him pacing. He's a 125-pound German Shepherd.
yeah. Well, thanks for popping in.
No problems. I will talk to you later. Have fun on your day. Enjoy them greens. I love greens. I'm making some tomorrow.
I've never had them, so I'm excited.
They're tasty. All right. Talk to you later.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Man, they changed it. You're going to have to let yourself out. They changed it to where I can't for some reason now. There used to be when you click on a box, it would say disconnect. I don't know if there was an update or what, but happy date day. Thank you. All the time I spend alone in the tower. I was gonna look up KC the bodyguard. I saw him earlier when I was looking at things.
How about a son? Come on, give me just 10 seconds. What up, man? You see, today is Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Could have been at home with our families, kids. But, I can't enjoy Christmas because I'm constantly thinking about Janiyah. As you can see, we out here searching. We're not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Man, this baby should be at home. You know what I'm saying? With her family celebrating these holidays. Not missing. I literally been thinking all day of the right words to say.
You scroll past this.
I hate that. I hate when somebody doesn't follow you. You can only send one message. I always forget about it and I send a short message and I'm like, oh man, I should have sent a longer message and not just a short message. So I want to look up I was wanting to look up Facebook. Oh, excuse me. It's gonna be 30 there. Do you know how cold it is here? I don't. Hey Siri, what's the temperature here? Hey Siri, what's the temperature? It's 24 here right now, Daddy. 24. Oh, found you. Found you. Wait, so why haven't you put anything out here since? Oh, You know about the white GPD white vans that sat in the back of Jasmine McMichael's apartment? What? What does that mean? Wait, why is there no sound? Oh, I hate when there's no sound. Wait, why is there no sound? He rides a bike. What? What are you talking about? My tablet's about to die. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna get off here. I gotta make a video to Gary, Indiana mayor, I guess. That's what I'm gonna do. I was wanting to find though on the book face. Why is it that my phone? There's no volume on my phone. He rides a motorcycle to work. Oh my word. It's too cold for all that. Antonio Rogers. Is there anybody out here for this girl? Like, sitting here talking about her and like trying to get people to look for her. Is there any family? Did I yawn? I'm sorry. Okay, my phone. What the heck? Why is this not working? Okay. So volume on my book face isn't working. I gotta go get a shower and get ready for my date. I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited. I haven't been on a date in a long time. I gotta fix my hair. I gotta look nice. What? What? My tablet's dying. My tablet's dying. I was gonna show you guys what I'm gonna wear tonight. Do you wanna see it? Do you wanna see what I'm gonna wear? Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe one night. Hi, buddy. Hi, my baby boy. So, I gotta figure out a way to look at my phone. All right, so I'm gonna wear this pink shirt. And then I'm wearing this sweater. I'm gonna wear this sweater. I'm gonna wear a pink shirt under it. And I'm gonna wear a pair of jeans. No hat. I'm gonna fix my hair. And I'm going to be super cute. And I'm going to have it dying. I'm gonna have a nice time. That's all I can do, right? Oh. Um. Dun, 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 I don't even know. Oh, wait, what just happened? Is Joby in here? Oh, I'm not crying. I haven't cried at all today. Um, is Joby in here? I think I just deleted Joby on accident. I think I deleted Joby on accident. Yeah, I don't own anything really. I think I only owned one thing that was pink. I think I deleted Joby. Listen, I think I did. So wait, what? What's happening? Sorry, I'm just now seeing something that is very important. What the hell? Hold on, I have to mute myself real quick. Sorry. One of my friends having an emergency and I just now am seeing it. It's crazy. I Something happened. I don't know what I just did. His photo wasn't. Hold on, I'll text you in the Discord. Gosh, silly. Oh, silly, 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 silly. All right. So anyway, I gotta go. It's 5 o'clock. I gotta go get ready for my date. I'm gonna, because I think I'm gonna go take a shower and stuff, and then I think I'm going to come back and make a video about Janiyah McMichael, and then go and then leave. Anyway, love you guys.